You ready to level up your real estate game? If so, today is going to be the video you're going to want to watch. I'm going to talk about the 5 P's of sponsorship and answer the 3 most important questions when it comes to finding a sponsor for your first multifamily apartment deal. All right, if you're new to the channel, welcome. For those of you who are new, my name is Tyler Devereaux, and I own well over 4,000 units, 400 million in assets. And listen, I would have never got there without sponsor relationship. The 3 most important questions, that I get asked all the time about sponsors is, where do I find them? What are they looking for? How do I present the opportunity to them and form the partnership? I want you to think about this. Imagine that you've done all the work that you need to get that first apartment deal. You're in the position, you have that first apartment deal, you have it under contract, and then that gets most people. Imagine doing all that work and then realizing that you need a sponsor, not having one of those on your team. That is how you qualify for the loan. That is how you learn through the process. It is credibility the whole way through. Imagine getting to that point, realizing that you've missed that step. Today, we're gonna make sure that you don't miss that step. So grab a pen, paper, digital, whatever you take notes on, put your seatbelt on, go. All right, so let's dive into question number 1. Where do I find a sponsor? Where do I find a sponsor? It's like this magical, mythical creature. Where are they? They're everywhere. Here are your top 5 resources to finding a sponsor. Write this down. Number 1, attend networking events. I know that might seem like a basic thing, and it is. Get in the room. Attend networking events. I attend them. Other sponsors attend them. And why do we attend them? Because we are also looking to do deals. It's another key critical component that you need to understand is sometimes when we need something, when we want something, we feel like we're the only ones that need something. You're not. Sponsors need you just as much as you need them. The critical question that I would actually have you ask before you even go to any of these things that I'm going to walk you through is, why would a sponsor want to work with you? You can identify that. Well, that's your superpower. You can ask that question a couple different ways, like, why would a sponsor want to partner with me? You actually answer the question. Listen, we get what we want by helping other people get what they need. Sponsors are people. They need things just like you do. So go to networking events. Make sure that you are communicating and meeting them with that intention, with that focus. Number 2, join a mentorship program. Like my company, the Multifamily Mindset, people join this program. Sure, education is beautiful, but you're getting this education right now on YouTube for free. Lucky son of a bitch you. But they join it not for the education, at least what I believe. They join it for the network. Join a multifamily mastermind, mastermind is another one, but a mentorship group, a network of people you can tap into. It's an easy way to have this commonality between the two of you. And pretty much every deal that I have sponsored has been within my mentorship community. Number 3, LinkedIn and other social media platforms. It is crazy how many people don't tap into that. LinkedIn and other social media platforms. Now, what do you do? How do you find them? And literally search for multifamily investors, see what their track record is, see what their assets are under management. And then here's the key though. I'll get messages. There's your little hack. I'll get messages from people. First message, hey Tyler, I have this deal, will you sponsor it? I'll click on it, be like, who is this person? I'll click on it. They don't even follow me. Probably just found out that I'm a sponsor and they've sent me this message first thing. I'm just telling you, you don't follow me, you've never engaged. If I don't know who you are, the chances of me sponsoring your deal are slim to none. It's not just me, that's for anybody. Engage, play this long game, plant seeds, comment on their posts, send them messages, connect, build a relationship. This is a relationship-based game. Social media is a way to build relationships, not just scroll, look at TikTok dances and shit like that. Number 4 is referrals. Do you know other multifamily operators? Have they ever done a deal? Did they use a sponsor for that deal? There's a great chance that they have, and they did. Ask them for referrals. People that already know, like, and trust you that can refer you to other people, which will give you a way better chance that they will give you an opportunity to get to know them, give you an opportunity to make sure that they like and trust you. And then number 5 is masterminds. Listen, masterminds, I talk about networking events, but I'm talking about masterminds, smaller masterminds. Get in the room. And these rooms can be so powerful, the smaller the better. Well, because you pay to get into a small room like that, you pay. If you have the means, it'll be some of the best investments that you'll ever make to get in small circles like that, and immediately you validated yourself because you've taken time, effort, and money to be in that room. Those are 5 ways that you can tap into and find sponsors. But listen, that is one small piece of the puzzle. You can find them. I could introduce you to a sponsor right now. How do you make sure that they want to partner with you is key. So number 2, what are sponsors looking for? I'm going to walk you through the 5 P's of sponsorship, right? The 5 P's of sponsorship. Now, number 1, if I was going to encompass all of these things into one thing, it would be mindset. These individuals are looking for people who think bigger, who think abundance, who think in terms of solutions, not problems. Now, how do you show them that you're that person? Number 1, the first P is passion. These individuals that have a purpose, a reason behind why they're doing what they're doing. You'll hear me talk about the 3 most important questions. What do you want? Why do you want it? That's the purpose. And then how do you get it? You need to know why you're doing the thing that you're doing. Example that I've given in the past is Colonel Sanders. If you don't know who Colonel Sanders is, well, he makes some of the best chicken out there. there, okay? KFC, phenomenal chicken. But what you may not know is that Colonel Sanders received over 1,000 no's before he finally had somebody that said yes. I want you to understand that. First, he tracked how many no's he got. That alone is a mindset. That is powerful. But imagine this dude is going into something and be like, hey, look at this chicken recipe. It's bitchin'. And all these people are telling him no, 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 no. 1,000. How many people have told you no? 1, 0, 5? Listen, it's a mindset. He has a passion. Colonel Sanders had a passion about what he did. You need to have a passion about what you do. How do you grab somebody's attention before you even have a deal? Consistency equals passion. I want you to write that down. Consistency equals passion. Are you consistently engaging? Are you consistently learning? Are you consistently in a mentorship program that you're engaging in the network, posting, taking action? Consistency equals passion. The second P is preparation. You know what you're looking for, and do you know how to identify what you're looking for? I just was in Oahu a couple months ago at a concert. The Green, if you've never listened to their music, you should. They're a phenomenal reggae band, fantastic. But I had to get snacks for that. We had the kids with us. I went to the concession stand to get snacks. Huge line, huge line. Stand in this huge long line, get up to the front, and I realized I am not in the concessions line. I was in the damn bathroom line. Luckily enough, I had been in the line so long that I had to use the bathroom, so I did double dip. Are you prepared? Do you know what to look for? Are you in the right line? Here are 3 questions that you need to ask to make sure and to help you make sure that you're not wasting time with the wrong people. Question number 1, what is your net worth and liquidity? Now, that might seem like a very bold statement. That may not be exactly how you ask it, but I want you to understand if a sponsor is going to sponsor, they have to have a certain net worth and liquidity. The way that you can get the answer to that question in maybe a more appropriate, less aggressive way is what size of deal would you feel comfortable sponsoring? And what is your buy box? See, what size of deal would you feel comfortable sponsoring? They're going to let you know, well, what size of deal, which will help you understand what their net worth and liquidity is. Also, what's your buy box helps you understand what they're targeting. That's an easy way to get the answer to what's your net worth and liquidity. Question number 2 to help you vet and be prepared to make sure you're not wasting time with the wrong people is where are you focusing? Where are you investing? See, I invest in specific areas for a specific reason. I've done a bunch of specific research. That's why I'm investing there. You trying to sell a sponsor on a new market is a lot harder than, hey, where are you focusing? Remember question number 1, what are you looking for? And now I'm going to bring you a deal in that market that you're already established in, that you're already sold on. You want to reduce the friction. You're already trying to sell them on yourself. Maybe it would be a lot easier if you didn't have to sell them on the market. You actually knew what their target was. You could bring that target to them in their market. That's going to help you sell you to them, because you've done your preparation, the second P. Now, question number 3, how would you like the deal presented? Every sponsor has its little nuances, okay? They like the deal presented in a certain way. I don't like all the huge details. That's not what I want. I have a framework of how I want you to submit the information to me. The most important things that I need to look at first, a 1-pager. And then if the 1-pager passes, then we can get into the other stuff. How do they like the deal presented? Have you asked that? If not, you should. Number 3 is perspective. We're not a victim of circumstance. We're a product of our perspective. How we view what we do will impact how we do what we do. That's an Inky Johnson quote, and that's exactly it. What's your personal perspective of you? What's your personal identity? Do you actually believe that you will achieve? See, I'm going to share with you 2 messages right now. These are real messages that I received in my inbox on Instagram from 2 different people who were looking to win me over as a sponsor. You tell me which one you would be more inclined to partner with. Version number 1, I've been here 3 months, definitely a beginner. I believe that this is an amazing deal, but what are the chances that you'd be willing to partner with someone with as little experience as I have? That's number 1. Version number 2, hey, I've been here 3 months, making tons of traction and learning so much each day. Excited to present this deal to you. Also grateful for any feedback that you have. You see the difference between those 2. Which one would you be more prone to partner with? It's a perspective, it's a viewpoint, it's a belief in self. All right, number 2 is situational perspective. How do they react when things are tough? How do they react when things don't go exactly how they want them to go? Do they complain, or do they look for solutions? Do they focus on the problem, or do they get hyper-focused on solutions? Do they focus on the excuses, or do they get hyper-focused, once again, on the solutions? That's a situational perspective. You got to think bigger. Then number 3 is a long-term perspective. They have short-term urgency, but with a long-term perspective. And that is the epitome of thinking bigger. See, thinking bigger is more than just big deals, not just mindset. It's like thinking long-term, like literally thinking the bigger perspective, the bigger picture, long-term picture, but with short-term urgency. Number 4 is purpose. Definiteness of purpose eliminates distraction. Do you have purpose? Do you have that why? Do you know why you're doing what you're doing? Because if so, it's going to narrow you down into purpose. If people aren't succeeding at the scale that they want, it's typically because they don't know or haven't clearly defined what they want. Do you want to be on a beach, or do you want to make an impact? Those 2 things are going to clash against each other, which is why I always drill back down into the 3 most important questions. What do you really want? Why do you want it? You know those 2, the how will start to reveal itself. Purpose also breeds energy, and winning takes energy. Purpose, focus is energy. You need energy to win, sponsor, or anything in life. Number 5 is persuasion. I want you to write this down. The quality of my life is the quality of my communication, both with yourself and others. So first, communication with yourself. What meanings do you pull from certain events? What meanings do you pull? Is your communication internally, is it, man, this is gonna be the best story, or this is gonna be part of my greatness, or that this challenge sucks and I don't know if I can get through it? Because see, how you, once again, speak to yourself, communicate with yourself, will reflect, what you're saying internally will reflect externally. So that's number 1, but then number 2 is communication with others. Only 7% of communication is with words, which is why you see on this YouTube video, you see words come across the screen, you see me, you hear me, but you also see different flashes of words and pictures and images. It's because communication is more than just words. 38% is tonality. 55% of your communication is physiology, like your body, how are you talking? Whether you, even if you're on the phone and they cannot see you, how you talk with your physiology will make a huge difference. Number 3 is how do you present a deal to a sponsor? Now I could rattle off a whole bunch of different things that you need to have prepared, but here's what I know. I know that if I'm just saying it, you won't retain it. So I want to give you a resource. Down in the description, you'll see a link to a resource that I've created with you, which is the sponsorship checklist. This is a checklist of 20 questions that you need to ask yourself, really 20 things that you need to have prepared when you're about to present a deal to a sponsor. That checklist, that framework will help you, once again, sell yourself, sponsor, and win deals. It may seem like a lot, and if it does seem like a lot, think bigger. I'm giving you the framework, and it's taken me years to dial that in. Take full advantage of the framework, the questions, and the things you need to have prepared. Once again, that's one of the P's of what preparation, it's one of the P's of what sponsors are looking for. What's interesting is some people will be like, man, why do I have to, all these things that I gotta have prepared, why? Why can't I just show the sponsor the underwriting and they can say yes or no? Deal or no deal? Because you're asking them to be a partner with you on the deal. They want to know, have you looked at this deal from every single angle, and are you willing to actually do the extra effort that it takes? Because that's what it takes to not only just win a deal, but actually operate for profits on that deal. Are you interested? Are you committed? Committed is having all 20 of those things and more prepared, ready to go, so that whatever they ask, you got it. All right, my friend, those are the answers to the 3 questions that you need to answer to be able to land, find, and present deals and win sponsors. Hopefully you found this valuable. If so, like, comment, share. Leave me a comment below and tell me what else you would like to learn. What else is a stumbling block that you're coming up against? And I would love to show you frameworks that I've used to overcome, crush those stumbling blocks. So, as always, share, like, leave a comment, and live always with aloha.